You wake up, lying in bed. You run through everything you're supposed to do today. But how often do you actually get up and start? Minutes turn into hours, hours into days, days into months. That big dream of yours, that project, that business, it's still sitting there, waiting for you to begin. Laziness isn't just not wanting to work. Laziness is living far below your real potential. Today, we're going to break that cycle, once and for good. Most people treat laziness as a personality flaw. I'm just a lazy person, they say, as if it were a fixed part of who they are. But that's not the truth. Laziness is, in most cases, an emotional problem in disguise, not a character problem. Psychologists tell us that people procrastinate not because they're lazy, but to escape the uncomfortable feelings that come with a task, fear, boredom, or self-doubt. So the mind quickly runs towards something easier and more pleasant, checking your phone, watching TV, or simply doing nothing. So the first step is to forgive yourself. You are not broken. Your brain is simply wired to seek comfort. But comfort alone never creates growth. Where does laziness actually come from? It usually traces back to three sources. First, lack of clarity. When you don't know exactly what to do, your mind gets confused, and a confused mind drifts toward procrastination. If your goal is just start a business, it feels so big and vague that you don't know where to even begin. Second, the need for perfection. If you believe a task has to be done perfectly, you'll often choose not to start at all rather than risk doing it imperfectly. If I can't do it right, I won't do it is really just another mask fear wears. Third, the pull of instant gratification. The human brain naturally prefers pleasure it can get right now over a bigger reward that's far away. A notification on your phone gives you instant pleasure. Building your business might take months or years. The brain, by nature, takes the easier shortcut. To overcome laziness, you have to shift your mindset before you shift your actions. Here's a powerful truth. Motivation rarely comes before action. More often, motivation follows action. This means you can only move forward once you stop waiting to feel like it. Instead, take a small step. Not because you feel motivated, but because you've decided to. Motivation will follow. The second mindset shift is focusing on the process instead of the outcome. When you think, I have to make my business successful, the pressure becomes overwhelming. But when you think today, I'll just do one small task, the weight becomes light enough that you can actually begin. Here are 5 practical techniques you can start using today. 1. The 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. If it's a bigger task, commit to just 2 minutes of it. Once you start, continuing usually becomes easy, because starting was the real obstacle all along. 2. Break your work into small pieces. Instead of write a book, say write 200 words today. When your brain sees small, clear goals, its resistance drops. 3. Redesign your environment. Put your phone in another room. Clear your workspace. When your surroundings are set up for focus, you don't have to fight yourself with willpower alone. 4. Use implementation intentions. Instead of, I'll work on it, say at 8 a.m., sitting at my desk, I'll spend 30 minutes on my business plan. When there's a specific time and place, you no longer need to decide. It becomes automatic. 5. Reward yourself. After finishing a small task, give yourself something small, coffee, a short break, or your favorite music. When your brain starts linking work with good feelings, it begins to seek out that work on its own. Picture someone who plans every day to start their own business, but keeps putting it off. One day, they make a decision, break it into small goals, and work on it for just 20 minutes a day, no matter how small that feels. 3 months later, looking back, they're amazed at how far they've come. The change didn't come from one big burst of motivation. It came from small, consistent steps. Here's the truth. Consistency beats perfection. A small action done daily creates more results than a big effort done occasionally. Laziness isn't your enemy. Laziness is a signal worth understanding, a sign that you lack clarity, that a task feels too big, or that fear is holding you back. Now you know how to read that signal and how to turn it into action. Today, take just one small step toward your bigger goal. Start with 2 minutes. Tomorrow, do the same. Over time, these small steps turn into real, lasting change. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments what small step you're taking today. Until next time, take action, forgive yourself, and keep moving forward.